So I have a request, if it's out there, if we can channel and speak to Thoth.
Can you tell me what this energy might feel like?
Egyptian energy. He was a messenger god.
Okay, that might be what I'm feeling.
Like bird energy, half bird, half man.
I feel this big
eagle. Ask.
Yes, I feel this.
Got it. Okay. Hello, Thoth. Pleasure to speak with you. I have a few questions. Are the Maya cultures, Aztecs, are they descendants of the Atlanteans?
So the Mayans are their own species of culture, genetic line, but they did get influence by the Atlanteans that escaped.
Ooh.
So the Atlanteans existed before the Mayan culture developed and therefore affected the Mayans?
No, the Mayans, the Atlanteans moved into the region when they left Atlantis, and the Mayans were more of the natives, and so they befriended that population.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. So the Mayans have been around as long or longer than the Atlanteans.
Yes, there's many native populations that were around, but the Atlanteans and others lived almost in another dimension of sorts. So it's not like they might have seen each other until the fall of Atlantis, when they got spread around the earth.
Did they get spread for a reason, an energetic, spiritual reason?
Just maintaining the progress that had been made on Earth, but toppled the control and politics that were at play at that time.
Wow.
Were the what you mentioned politics? Were the politics poisonous in the Atlantis?
Yes.
Wow.
That's something you wouldn't read anywhere. Can you state what was their downfall?
Ego.
Funny how ego does that. Did they do something to cause their own downfall that caused some kind of eruption or earthly correction?
Yes.
Are we on the same path as them, or?
The politics of today are actually progressing okay, but there will be a correction, and it will cause humanity to come together. Overall, though, in the big scheme of where you have been and where you are now, the world is still more at peace than at war. So there will be a correction, and there is pockets of chaos, but it is not the same situation that occurred in that timeline.
So you were worshipped as a deity of the Egyptian culture. How is that different to modern day cultures, and how you would feel it? Like, what did you feel then versus now?
Well, now I am not incarnated, so I don't feel at the same capacity. But then I did walk this earth, and I should not be thought to be a deity. I just had knowledge that others didn't have.
I can see how that would happen. It's happened throughout human history. Somebody shows up and the local culture thinks they're some kind of deity. The that, well, they seldom are rolled. So I'm not surprised, and they have the knowledge. They have a different knowledge, and I'm sure yours is probably far more advanced than a European sailor. But at the same time, I can see the effect it would have on local cultures.
Mm.
That's interesting. Did you have fun when you were incarnated?
Being incarnated is always fun, but it is also full of trials and tribulations, and my life had many.
Where are you now?
I am not there.
So if we're talking dimensions,
I am not there.
you're not even part of another dimension?
I am not incarnated, no.
So, if you're not incarnated, are you in what we would call heaven with other soul forces?
I live
Source of
on
God.
a side of the evolution that allows me to not incarnate.
Whoa. Can you tell us more about that? What that
Yeah.
looks like?
So it is one where I can still impact the things I care about, but I don't have to live in physicality, so I can make noise when I want to make noise, but I don't have to make noise for making noise.
Mm.
Are you part of the angelic realm now?
No, I am not an angel. I live in a spark of God that does not incarnate.
Do you drop into incarnated consciousnesses to help guide a path or have them evoke a noise, so to say?
So what I try to say is I try to direct the energy fields for the future, that such energy can manifest in a way that provides a highest timeline for reality. And I do not have to incarnate to direct this energy.
Sure you're not in the angelic realm? Sure sounds like it.
No, angels have a very specific job to watch for humans. That is not my job.
Oh.
My job is to manage the energy and to drive it in the highest path.
So you do have a job.
Ooh, does it revolve around crystals and helping spread the crystal grids?
So you can use crystals to direct the light to drive the reality to the highest timeline. So through the light reflection, you can guide it. So my job, yes, involves the guiding of light to enable the future timelines.
Have you recently sent people out on this mission of building crystal grids?
So a crystal grid is not necessarily what I would call it. What I would say is that in order to direct energy, there is many layers of direction that can happen. There can be a higher level, think of it like the wind. And then there is a lower level, meaning there's an aligning, like a mirror on this planet that is reflecting it. So there is multiple levels where action can be taken to direct the energy in the right direction. And even the stars, the moon, and the sun play in that. So all things can be considered crystals of nature. But yes, in this terrestrial plane, there can be very specific reflections of light.
I have a
filter of light, with its form changed by conditioning. What was I looking at? Is that us while we're alive? Do we have that when we're gone?
You have it always. You are who you reflect. So, in order for you to know yourself, you have to reflect that around you. So, it is your ego persisting in the now of this quantum reality that allows you to reflect your surroundings to know you are here now. And it is through that reflection of others that you know yourself.
In your plane of existence, who else is with you? Are you alone, or are there others who have the same job?
Yeah, it's not really a job like you would consider a job, but it is my purpose. And my purpose is different than everybody else's purpose in this ecosphere. But my purpose very specifically is driving the energy for change to good.
That's a good purpose.
Yeah.
It has been my purpose since the beginning of time.
Wow.
Where do you aim it? How do you know where good is?
Source. Everything should drive to source.
Unconditional love.
Yes, unconditional love is the pathway to source.
Does cultivating knowledge in a practice around the Merkaba help in this journey?
So it's more about your intention to the thing that you are focused on. So if that is what you enjoy, then focus your intention and energy there, and it will bring about the change that you see. But you could even just focus on a blade of grass, and it will bring the same result if you focus on it.
Okay.
Yeah, well, thank you. That was
Thank you so much.
super enlightening.
So that energy was like this, felt like a block. Like when you called him in,
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what this energy is. I was like, can you describe it? Because it was like a block. Like just,
Very specific.
yeah, it was a different energy. I could
Just
see
like you said, he had a very
the
specific
beak. I could see a
job.
beak,
Yeah.
and I could see
Yeah.
wings, and I could see, like I don't even know this energy or what it looks like. I could see that the goal is to just drive. Yeah, that's fucking what I saw.
Nice.
That's
Hell
exactly.
yeah.
I saw a little thicker beak,
Yeah.
like a bigger. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly what I fucking saw.
Damn.
Like, so like incarnated to be like an energy. Yeah, that's what I saw.
That's so cool. That's rad. Wow.
Who?
Thoth?
Thoth.
Yep. Thoth.
So it's like he came
Thoth or
down to
Thoth?
help guide the energy at that time, and then
Oh.
Left. But
Yeah.
continued.
what
You
continued.
Thank you.
Yeah. Wow.
It doesn't manifest in
That's
anything.
that was an
cool.
interesting. It was a blocky energy. That's what I can't describe that energy. It wasn't like cry. It was
Yeah.
blocky,
Hmm.
like an energy.
It was very specific in what it was
Indifferent?
supposed to do.
Yeah, it was like it had bounds to it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Walls.
And it stayed in its.
I did not like you calling it a job. That was what I got out of that. I was like,
Wow.
Well, he called it a job first, or it. I don't
no,
know.
but he's trying to like. It's probably my interpretation, but like, trying to say like that's what he did.
Duty.
That was his purpose.